Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Eagles hit 4-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Alert! Alert! Eagles! W13! Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Dragon 60. Hey, smash. Warrior 70.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll run right here with Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And some room to maneuver. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Cowboy 80.
From the 27, Hurts. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Check smash. Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Three.
Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
No, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken around the 12. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by Elliott is good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Hurts.
It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll try and run for it with Penny.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This will go to Henry out wide.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Slot man moves right.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Swift.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dallas Goddard with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a bit closer.
He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
18, right here.
On 2nd and very short, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this a very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Cut 19. Cut 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Oh, the return is count away.
Trucks over him. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Swift.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to